Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and I am a huge fan of playing Fortnite, whether it's on my PlayStation 4 or on my iMac using the GeForce Now online service, which I've done a whole video about for streaming games, which is in the description down below. But I also want a way to take this out and about with me without having to take a laptop or anything, and just taking my mobile device with me, whether that's on Android or iOS. Well guys, I think I found the perfect game to take out and about on mobile, and that's what we're gonna... damn. Let's take a look. Now I want to start this video by letting you guys know that I know that there is a ton of different Battle Royale style games available on both iOS and also on Android, but this one is the one that I've found to be my favourite and the most consistent in terms of gameplay and also player base. And it's also not just a blatant rip-off like Pixel's Unknown Battleground, it's actually got a bit of substance to it. So after a very brief introduction and a cutscene that I don't really understand, we're then introduced to the game itself. Now I'm not sure what the actual meaning is on screen here, but the game itself is called Knives Out, and for me it's the best Battle Royale style game that I've been able to find. Now you start off in a lobby where you create your own player, and it also gives you a very brief tutorial as well in regards to how to play the game, but then once you've clicked on solo, duo or squad, you can then go straight into a match. Unlike most other Battle Royale style games, you're forced into a map of around 100 players and then you have to fight for survival. You need to find weapons, equipment and also clothing to try and become the best player on the map to become that number one. Now the control scheme is one of the reasons why I love this game. You've got some really easy to use controls, really fluent graphics, and you've also got some really nice options for mantling over things, climbing objects, crouch and also lie down, which is something that you don't get in a game like Fortnite. So as you can see, when you're exploring the world, you're going to find different things that you can pick up, whether that's going to be health, ammo, weapons, or even clothing to try and get the upper hand on the opponent. The shooting mechanics are really nice as well, allowing you to fire with either your left or right thumb once you've got a weapon out. You've also got a really nice aim down sight feature as well, which is why it reminds me a lot of Battlegrounds because it shifts to a first person perspective, whereas a game like Fortnite is going to be third person all the way through. Inventory management is also really important as well, so I would definitely keep an eye out when you're playing for things like backpacks to help you carry more and more gear. You can also change the clothing that you're going to be wearing as well, which can also give you an advantage if you find a helmet or some body armor for example. It's going to allow you then to have a little bit more health than your opponent, which is definitely going to come in when you're in those battles. There is also things like verticality to worry about as well. Because of the building types, you've got stairs which allows you to go higher and higher, so keep that in mind because there could be enemies below you or they could be above you with a sniper rifle, and if someone's on a rooftop and they're a really good shot, you're not really going to last too long. Now one criticism of the game that I do have, which some people may or may not agree with, is the actual playing map itself is maybe a little bit too large. Now don't get me wrong, that wouldn't normally be an issue if you're playing on console or on PC, but keep in mind that you're playing on a mobile device and games can last anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. So it's not necessarily the kind of pick up and play that I'm used to with a mobile game, so definitely keep that in mind, and you may also want to keep a charger close by. But luckily in the far bottom left hand corner, it does also let you know your battery life, so you're not going to be caught short. However, much like in Battlegrounds, you could be lucky enough to come across a vehicle, which is then going to allow you to get around and traverse the map a lot more easily, and you can also use the vehicles as battering rams, so definitely keep that in mind, and if you're not on a vehicle and you're near a roadside, I would definitely watch out. The map itself is also extremely useful, allowing you to see how far away you are from the next ring, and also hot zones where there could be some gunfire going down right away. You've also got a nice zoom option as well, and you can also set waypoints as well to help you more easily get around. The in-game graphics are also extremely nice as well. As you can see here, I'm currently running this on an iPhone 7 Plus, and I've had no issues at all with any sort of stutter. It pretty much runs at a constant 60 frames a second, although the video that you're watching now is 24 frames a second. There's also some really nice textures as well, and the sound design, which is something that a lot of games skip over, is also really good as well, which is also really important in a game like this, allowing you to hear enemies even if they're a little bit further away than you would expect. Stealth is also key in a game like this as well, so definitely take advantage of the buttons down on the bottom right, which is going to allow you to crouch and also lie down, and if you're in some grass like I am now, no one's really going to see you unless you're moving around. Also with your inventory management, I would also keep an eye on that as well, as if you can swap out a red dot sight for a scope for example, that's going to come in a lot more handy for those long shot kills. But overall guys, just keep an eye out for enemies. As you can see, there's just some random player just lying down here trying to snipe someone, so I was able to easily sneak up on them, and then they dropped their own supply box which has got everything with them that they had at that point. So if you don't have a necessarily great gun at the time, if you kill someone that has some really awesome loot, that now becomes yours. Now I've put a ton of hours into Fortnite, I'm thinking around 14 or so hours, and I've played about 150 or so games, and for me I've only actually had 2 or 3 victory royales. Now for some reason, with Knives Out that I've been playing here on the iPhone, I've actually won twice in a very short period of time. Now I wasn't able to record at the time as I was just playing on the sofa, but it's not necessarily the easiest game to win. However, it may be because of the player base that I was able to kill a lot more people and also get a lot higher places a bit more easily than what I was expecting. But just don't get too used to laying around and not really doing much, because someone's going to sneak up on you and then unfortunately you're out of the game. And that's going to do it guys for this video. Now I wasn't necessarily expecting it to do so, but it kind of turned into a tutorial or how-to in regards to Battle Royale style games, so if you guys enjoyed that, let me know by giving it a thumbs up down below. Now if you guys have any questions or comments about this game, hit me up in the comments section or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass, and also for more great content moving forward, don't forget to subscribe. So overall guys, Knives Out is a really awesome Battle Royale game, and out of the hundreds and hundreds that are available in both the Play Store and also the App Store, this one is my game of choice if you do want that Battle Royale style gaming but on a mobile device. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys out on the battlefield.